What are some of the customer business issues or CBIs that your products can help solve?
The biggest issue is safety. It has to deal with our products. We were one of the innovators is going to an all Naga hide finish product inside and outside. And especially these days with infection control, that's a big, huge issue. Our response bags are very easy to clean with any commercial solution as far as cleaning and decon. And then typically in about 3-4 minutes after it air dries, you can put the product and the bag back in service. So you don't have to run it through a washing machine or anything like that, like we used to years ago when I was on the street. Besides the infection control part of it, we have a 3A rated ballistic panel that fits in the back. It's a dedicated compartment. For most of our bags, it's really about clean and decon so that your personnel or your customers' personnel don't get infected, don't get sick, as clean as possible when you're back out on call.
I would add, James, that I think we're the leaders in innovation for these products. As Alan mentioned, adding infection control inside and outside the bag, that was a new thing that's increased the safety level of the people using the products, as well as ballistic protection in the wake of so many active shooter events. All of our bags have been designed to hold that ballistic panel, which we'll talk about more in detail. But those two things alone are increasing the safety factor for everybody using the product.
There's also a cost factor because years ago when they made the response bags in nylon, typically they would be tossed out if they couldn't get it clean enough. It would be tossed out. You'd have to buy more.
That's a great point. And I remember when you had two options, you had a regular nylon bag and you had the infection control bag, but it was only on the outside. And then you guys did a big change where it's on the inside and outside. And I remember you telling me, Alan, that as soon as they open that bag to treat somebody that's hurt or injured, the entire bag is like deemed infected at that point, and they have to take everything out and wipe down and clean the entire bag, even if it was just to put a simple Band-Aid. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but that's a big time savings too when it comes to your products, because it's so much quicker and easier to clean that bag and get it ready to be put back into use again. And then as far as the ballistic panel, I remember going to the FDIC show one year. Alan, you and Doug were in the booth and you guys showed me that new bag. And I had a moment, my daughter was in grade school at the time. And I was like, man, with all these active shooter situations going on, I need to get a ballistic panel to put into my daughter's backpack just to be able to help protect her. It's unfortunate that a parent has to think like that, but that's the environment we live in. And actually still to this day, she has one in her backpack. Some great points there. So emergency preparedness, cost savings, safety, as well as productivity, quicker and easier to clean up.